we're being joined now by Mr. Malbuye Nangi-Obu, who's Secretary General, Ijaw Youth Council Worldwide, joins us virtually from Port Harcourt this morning. Thank you for joining us on Sunrise Daily. And I imagine you've been following the conversation, and we know primarily this is a political tussle. Sadly, this is what it is right now. But what is your interpretation? I imagine you followed the conversation and you've heard the legal practitioner, Mr. Anine's point of view. What is your own point of view about what's happening in Rivers State now?
Okay, so good morning, everyone. I'd like to put it this way, that how dreadful it will be for the right judge to begin to judge wrong. You know, lawyers sometimes interpret and misinterpret and also misinform people and also say stuff to confuse the populace, people like us that are not probably learned. Now, the point is, there's a court of competent jurisdiction in Port Harcourt just recently, and that court gave a verdict, you understand, that here, Edison Ogaranya is the speaker and his faction, put it that way, is the authentic House of Assembly members. Whether they are one, they are two, or they are three, or they are four, or they are 10, that's immaterial. But their number should now form the normal number. And by virtue of that judgment, that only can also be tested in another court of competent jurisdiction if that same court can also give another verdict to say that Edison is no more the speaker. And by virtue of that pronouncement, the competent speaker and the authentic speaker of Rivers State House of Assembly sat with his people, and they also suspended, declared vacant the other 27. Now, let's also go back again. The reason why I started off by saying sometimes lawyers, it's not directed at the lawyer in your studio, but the point is, sometime last year or so in March, there was a judgment by another court somewhere in Abuja, where I think that was a case of Cross River, where about 24 lawmakers were suspended, in Cross River for defecting from either PDP to APC or APC to PDP. I've forgotten the party. That stood the ground. That was part of the legal tussle. So for me, as I'm not a lawyer, but I follow the law and I follow what the law has said. We cannot come here and begin to judge wrong. We cannot come here and begin to contradict ourselves, either as lawyers or as people who interpret the law. There is a court already, or a court judgment in Rivers State that have given authenticity to a speaker and his people. Those people would form the 100% that is needed. And by virtue of that, the INEC is directed or mandated to conduct election for 27 offices. And as Rivers people, we, especially Calabari people, we're going to call, see how we're going to mobilize our people to, now elect 5 different assembly members, 2 from Asarito local government, 2 from Akukuto local government, and 1 from Degema local government. The moves are already on ground. So I don't understand where, what people are talking about over there. The state should not be one man, from anywhere cannot hold Rivers State hostage. Now, let me just also clear a point. This may not be part of what you asked me. The word Asawana was valid, in 1999 when Peter Odili was made governor. He became governor through the verdict of Asawana. Asawana is, Ijaw people coming together to fight for, somebody. As at that time, Asawana was okay. In 2007, Asawana brought Chubike Rotimi Amechi. Then Nyesom Wike also benefited from Asawana. Asawana was good. In 2015, the former First Lady of Nigeria, that's Patience Jonathan, mobilized Asawana to make sure that Nyesom Wike becomes governor. Then Asawana did not irritate him. Today, Asawana is working for the real Asawana. Now Asawana is irritating people. The truth is that we must begin to speak truth to power and tell people the truth. We have a Rivers State House of Assembly. The Rivers State government has also given a position that the Rivers State House of Assembly has also, the former governor also indicated that the House of Assembly was not fit for purpose. Now today, there was, an arson. They burned down the place, and the state government decided that they want to rebuild the place. For me, I'm not going to go into that politics. Well, if the place was good enough for people to see it, it's by the way.
Mr. My apologies for.
I can hear you. Go ahead. Please.
Go
ahead.
At the end of the day, what is
prevalent should be what the people want, or how the actions happening in River State pleases or works for the people. At the end of the day, it's just about good governance. Thankfully, you are quite well informed about the issues, and over the years you have followed it. But there are those much younger people who are not interested in what happened in 1999, who are interested in only what they can see here and now. And listening to conversations, listening to legal arguments, and listening to you, and listening to some of the things that a number of people are going to say, their confidence in governance, in the political class, continues to be troubled. How do we sustain our political structures, in your opinion, in a way that the younger generation, much younger than you, who will read these things and observe these things, will indeed have confidence in the system and not in the political players? Because at the end of the day, this is what this whole thing is about: confidence in our structures and our systems.
Okay, so quickly, if I need to provide solutions to that, it's very simple. We bequeath, insane political culture back to the younger generations and even generations. We don't have good political culture in River State. What we run is political economy. We don't even have proper economy in River State. Everything, if you want to buy Sachi water, it has to be either APC water or PDP water. This has always been the bane of our society that has become an albatross here in River State. And that is why we don't develop, we don't grow. Now, the point is, I agree with you, does the current governor, does he even have what it takes to lead us aright? We're watching. But the point is that we cannot judge this young man if you don't allow him to breathe. You ran the state from your breast pocket for the past 8 years. Everything was all about you. You still want it to be all about you. No. The point is that no. What we want in River State as young people, not even because we're Ijaws. The reason why I had to talk about Asawana, because today I represent Ijaw people. I represent Rivers Ijaw youth. I represent people. Hello.
All right.